Before TikTok recipes, before air fryers took over countertops, before Instagram food porn went viral, there was the Instant Pot, a futuristic pressure cooker. Part slow cooker, part steamer, part kitchen robot, and somehow it became the most talked about kitchen gadget of the 2010s. Not because of celebrity chefs, not because of massive ad campaigns, but because of Facebook moms. Yeah, really. So, how did a humble kitchen appliance spark a cult-like community? Let's stir the pot. It's 2009. A Canadian tech engineer named Robert Wang is looking for a way to help his wife cook healthy meals faster. She works, he works, the kids are hungry, time is short. So Robert, with a background in computer science, designs a kitchen device that's smart, efficient, and safe. The result? The Instant Pot. It's a 7-in-1 electric pressure cooker that combines pressure cooking, slow cooking, sautéing, steaming, rice cooking, yogurt making, warming. Think of it like the Swiss Army knife of countertop appliances. But unlike traditional pressure cookers, the kind that hiss and rattle and scare people off, this was digital, safe, and approachable. And here's the kicker. Wang didn't come from a culinary background. He came from software. So he approached the product like an engineer would. Iterative testing, feedback loops, community insight. The early versions weren't flashy, no ads, no influencers, just quiet utility and some smart Amazon SEO. Wang bootstrapped the company himself, relying on user reviews and word of mouth. He didn't hire a PR firm, he replied to reviews himself. He didn't have a slick pitch deck, just a belief that this thing could help real people eat better, faster. And for those who dared to try it, it delivered. Interestingly, the Instant Pot also rode the wave of growing consumer interest in wellness and cooking at home. During the late 2000s and early 2010s, the US was seeing a shift toward clean eating, plant-based recipes, and meal prep. Instant Pot entered this movement not by trend chasing, but by accident. It was just useful. At first, sales were modest. It was a niche hit. But something was brewing. By 2011, Instant Pot had a loyal niche audience: busy parents, meal preppers, health-conscious eaters, and curious home cooks. And then, the Facebook group started. One user created a group to swap recipes, then another, then another. Soon there were communities like Instant Pot Community, Instant Pot for Beginners, Keto Instant Pot Recipes, Instant Pot Indian Cooking, Whole30 with Instant Pot, tens of thousands of members, then hundreds of thousands. And what were they doing? Sharing photos, posting fails, offering tips, cheering each other on. The Instant Pot didn't have a marketing budget. It had evangelists. And they were loud. They were moms, dads, nurses, teachers, retirees. People who didn't just want convenience. They wanted to help each other. The Instant Pot wasn't just a gadget. It was a lifestyle upgrade, a time saver, a meal hero. The groups became support forums, therapy sessions, cooking classes, and brag boards, all rolled into one. No one was shamed for asking, "Can I make mac and cheese in this?" Because someone would answer, "Yes, and here's the best recipe." And then came something deeper. The recipe started to reflect identity. People posted meals they grew up with, meals that reminded them of home, heritage, or health goals. The Instant Pot wasn't just making food. It was making connections. Even people who never thought they could cook started trying and succeeding. Then came 2016, the year the Instant Pot exploded. No, not literally, figuratively. Although safety was a common question in the groups. So what triggered the tipping point? Black Friday plus word of mouth plus algorithms. Amazon put the Instant Pot on sale. The deal went viral. $99, then $89, then $69. People bought two, one for themselves, one for their parents. And because happy customers left glowing reviews, it kept climbing search rankings. That year alone, over 215,000 units were sold on Amazon during Black Friday weekend. It was a snowball of virality. Mom bloggers raved about it. BuzzFeed did recipe roundups. YouTubers made unboxing videos. The Today Show mentioned it. Wirecutter crowned it the only pressure cooker you'll ever need. And all of it fed back into the Facebook groups. Someone posted a photo of pulled pork. Thousands liked it. Hundreds asked for the recipe. Users weren't just showing off food, they were showing off their Instant Pot identity. I'm the mom who batch cooks bone broth. I'm the dad who meal preps chili for the week. It wasn't just a tool, it was an identity, a badge of pride. It was also a gift phenomenon. Christmas 2016 saw thousands of Instant Pots wrapped and waiting under trees. People weren't just using it, they were evangelizing it. And when something makes your life easier and gives you bragging rights, it becomes sticky. It becomes viral. There's also a psychological angle. People who use the Instant Pot successfully felt empowered. That sense of self-efficacy. I made dinner tonight and it was good. Created repeat behavior and more word of mouth. We didn't just see Instant Pots on kitchen counters. We saw them in memes, in YouTube parodies, in late-night monologues. It became a reference point in culture. By 2017, the Instant Pot wasn't just a hit in North America. It was going global. Canada, Australia, the UK, parts of Asia all jumped on board. Why did it travel so well? Diverse cuisines could adapt to it, from Indian dals to Korean short ribs. Electric voltage compatibility made it easier to export. Recipes were easily shareable and didn't rely on hard-to-find ingredients. And the company kept listening. They released upgraded models, more safety features, Bluetooth connectivity, multilingual instructions, recipe apps, voice compatibility with Alexa. Plus, the fan base created their own ecosystem. Instant Pot cookbooks, some self-published from group members. Branded accessories, silicone rings, steamer baskets, egg racks. Niche recipe sites, Reddit threads, Pinterest boards, podcasts dedicated to Instant Pot tips. It was a grassroots marketing machine powered by foodies, no ads needed, just hungry people with Wi-Fi. And more importantly, it felt inclusive. Whether you were a busy mom in Minnesota or a grad student in Mumbai, it just worked. Even senior citizens joined the movement. Grandparents who'd given up cooking started again because the Instant Pot was simple and safe. So what legacy did the Instant Pot leave? It changed home cooking completely. It made pressure cooking, once a scary stovetop mystery, safe and easy. It helped parents cook from scratch, students eat better, health-conscious folks prep meals fast, people on a budget make more with less. Elderly people cook independently again. It also created one of the most active and positive online communities of the decade. While other Facebook groups became toxic or political, the Instant Pot groups were about dinner, about support, about learning something new. The tone was different. People were kinder, more helpful, maybe because cooking for others brings out our better side. It also helped launch food trends: bone broth, keto meals, meal prep Sunday, overnight steel-cut oats, dump-and-go dinners, vegan pressure-cooked recipes, batch cooking for new parents. And though air fryers may have taken the spotlight lately, the Instant Pot is still a staple in millions of kitchens. Its cult status is still simmering, still fed by new models, new recipes, and new converts. It taught us that smart, useful, inclusive tech doesn't need a launch event. It needs community. And that's rare. So what made the Instant Pot go viral? It wasn't design. It wasn't celebrity chefs. It wasn't even price. It was community. Facebook moms, health nerds, and time-crunched millennials. College students with tiny kitchens. Grandparents who missed cooking. They didn't just buy the product. They became its marketers, its teachers, its cheerleaders. The Instant Pot succeeded because it solved a real problem and let people share their wins. And it didn't sell status. It sold empowerment. You can make dinner. You can make it fast. You can make it good. And that message? Deliciously viral. Even better when served with garlic mashed potatoes. And that's the story of the Instant Pot, a pressure cooker that turned into a kitchen cult. Next time on What Made It Viral, we're rewinding to the neon era. How did a plastic watch from Switzerland become a global fashion flex? Yep, Swatch! Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're just getting started. There's plenty more virality to dish out.